People, it's Joe, Leeds TV, and we are live, and I'm so excited for this episode, guys. You know, I'm not going to lie, there's not much for me to go on, in all honesty. I've just come on and I want to have a chat with you guys and tell me what your guys' thoughts are, leading into, for me, the most important part of our season, guys. The next, 6 games for me are huge, and this is where, for me, the season will be defined. That's for me where we'll find out where we're at. I'm just waiting for the comments to come in. Evening, Ryan. Cheers, pal. Thanks for those that were sat waiting as well. It's class to know that you sat waiting to hear from me and the guys. My camera looks a bit kilter today. It looks like I've got more space over here. Anyways, enough of that. So yeah, guys, how's everyone doing? Obviously, the FA Cup exit yesterday. What are your thoughts on that? For me, I ain't really that arsed, and that's the truth of it. Obviously, I never want Leeds United to lose a game. But listen, it's the best thing for the club at this moment in time. You know, if we had a bigger squad, more depth, then fair enough, you might get a little bit annoyed. But I think personally, it was a good run out for the boys. It was a good effort. If you look back over previous seasons when Monk and TC played weekend squad, they played players that weren't ever going to get a look in at Leeds. At least, with Bielsa at the helm and obviously Carlos Carbaran and that, these lads are actually going to possibly move on to the first team. Leif Davis, Shackleton already in there. Just, even this kid Conor, he could be, players that we will see. So, I'm just checking your comments as they come in. Adam Chadwick says, first time tuning in live, love the channel, keep up the good work, lads, thanks very much. And when you on about the good work, I just want to shout out, we have got a jam-packed week, this coming week, massive week ahead. Obviously, our first instalment of Transfer Tuesday will start tomorrow, so we're going to be giving you a rundown of everything, every player, incomings, outgoings that Leeds have been linked with. I know it's been asked for a lot on the channel, and Conor's going to start us off tomorrow with that live. So your pal Conor's going to be doing Transfer Tuesday live. We're going to do that every week while we're in the January transfer window. Next week it'll be Oscar, and then the following week myself, and then to round off will be Conor. But yeah, you've got that to look forward to. Then on Wednesday, we've got All Leeds TV Investigates. Oscar's going to be doing a preview that's going to include clips and stuff, a bit more in-depth look at what Derby have to offer. It's going to be a very different game to what it was last time, let's be honest. I can't see Frank Lampard being as naive as to fight fire with fire like he did last time, but who knows. And then on Thursday, you've got my preview and Conor's preview. Conor, again, linking up with another YouTuber. I think his name's Kean Marley. Unfortunately, I'm not down with the kids. Some of you guys who are watching it might know who Kean Marley is, but he's a Derby fan, and they're going to be doing a link-up and doing a Derby preview. Then on Friday, it's match day. Hopefully, myself, Conor, and Oscar can meet up just before when the lineup's announced and give a bit of a live stream for them guys that can't make it to the game. And then on Saturday, Conor's going to be coming, because obviously Friday night football, we're not going to be able to do it because obviously it's game day. So Saturday, Conor's going to be giving you your post-match review live, and that'll more fan interaction. I think we've noticed from the amount of people that watch this stuff, we get a lot of engagement when we're live. If you want to see more live stuff, let us know, guys, because I swear we love doing it. I'm not gonna lie, I love coming in knowing that I'll be going live. So yeah, that's the schedule. What a jam-packed schedule. And moving on to the actual schedule for me, the Christmas period was congested. Obviously, we won 3-2 versus Villa, 3-2 versus Blackburn, lost at Hull and lost away at Forest. 6 points, not ideal, but listen, we're still top of the table. We're still in a great position, and if anyone would have give us that at the start of the season, would have bit the hand off. Now, for me, these next coming 6 games through January and February, this is the pivotal point in our season, and this is where we will see what this team's about, and if this Bielsa burnout's true. Because for me, these are the big games. These are the ones. Obviously, the squad's already stretched. But just to give you an idea, obviously, Derby County at home on Friday. We've then got Stoke away. Rotherham away, which hopefully, you can look at that and say 3 points. But it's a derby, you never know. We've then got Norwich at home, Borough away, and Swansea at home. That, for me, is the big point of our season. This for me, this next period is where we will see whether or not, you know, we're going to last out the pace. Because if we can come through there, I mean, I've looked at it. I'm optimistic, you know that. Guys, let me know what you think from them games. Optimistic, I know, and some people might laugh at me. Conor, I bet, will laugh. Oscar will probably laugh too. But yeah, 14 points I see from a possible 18. I see us beating Derby at home on Friday, pick a point away at Stoke, beat Rotherham, beat Norwich at home, pick a point up away at Borough, and then beat Swansea at home. I just think you've got to win your home games, and I think it's within our remit to do that. Definitely. I'm just looking at some of your guys' comments now. Longest 90, fan of the channel, comes on a lot, so thanks for your support. He says more lives, so don't worry, we will get that to you. What we're looking to do is, obviously, next time not all of us are at a game, we're going to look to stream us watching a game, so them that can't watch it and get our reactions as and when we go. But Longest 90 makes a good point. He said, what would you be thinking if we lost against Derby? We can't lose, but one of my pals, like I say, you know, I live in the northeast and I work with a lot of Borough lads, and one of them came to see me today and he says, what's going on with your team? I said, listen, I'm not worried yet. Friday's the big one for me. I'm not worried because for me, the whole game, it is what it is. They just did a job on us. It was a good away performance. We had opportunities, they just scored theirs, yeah. The Forest one, I think we did well. I thought we bossed the game. I know a lot of Forest fans came on and said we were the best team they'd seen at the City Ground. And I've shouted that here in the comments because I see all the time Norwich fans, I see Wolves even, and they're not even in this league. You know, a lot of Norwich, we get a lot of love. They come on and they say, you know, you'll be all right. You've got a very good team. You're a very good team. Obviously, as Leeds fans, we see it every week and we can see the flaws in the game and how the guys are starting to get tired. But from the opposing teams, they seem to be a fan of our style, our team. And that's crazy, isn't it? You know, Leeds United are universally hated, so it's nice to get a bit of love for once. But yeah, going back to what I said to my mate, I said, listen, if we lose on Friday, then I'll start to worry. Because the games then are really tough. We need to get back to winning ways against Derby, and that's why I'm so happy with the lineup that we had on Sunday against QPR, because we needed to not include any of them, you know, decent first teamers. You know, Roof, Click, Pablo. If they came off the bench, I'd have been like, no, let's not do this. So Bielsa went about it the right way. But the one thing I will say, and we need to be prepared for this, guys. If we do lose, just know that all your mates that support other clubs, the Leeds are falling apart chants are going to come at you strong, and we're going to get we're going to get hammered. We're going to get hammered for it, and us on the channel will. I know me personally, work's going to be unbearable if we start to lose. We start to, you know, go on that run that we normally do, and start to fall away. We just can't afford to do it. Just for my own fucking sanity. Do you know what I mean? Because my mates are already coming at me and they're just waiting, you know what I mean? The gun's loaded. If we then lose at Derby, I'm telling you, that's when they'll start shooting at us, and we'll take a lot of flack for it. But yeah, what would I be thinking if we lose? I don't know. Like, where do we go? Like, do you know what I mean? It then every game then starts to become more important, and the chasing pack. Listen, we've been lucky with the games that we've lost that the chasing pack haven't capitalised. And it's such a shame, because if we'd have won them games, then obviously we'd be even bigger gap. But it is what it is. But good comment, Longest 90. What would you do, mate? What we all going to be thinking? Ryan Paula Higgins says, will Transfer Tuesday clash with Talking Shut? I hope not, and I will speak to Conor to make sure it doesn't, or if we can somehow work around it. Because I know we get on with Talking Shut. The fans of the channel, we're fans of their podcast. We are going on very shortly again, both myself, Conor and Oscar, and we're also due to go on at LS11 as well with Ryan. So look out for that, guys, because they're fans of us and we're fans of them. We enjoy, you know, all Leeds our way and all that. So I will speak to Conor about that, because I know we don't want to clash with the boys. Lee Cox says, can't afford to lose Friday. I'd take a point, but would be class if we win. Yeah, we can't afford to lose, but I don't want to take a point. Listen, depending on how the game unfolds, if they batter us and we take a point, fair enough. But as home games, we need to win. We've got to win these. David Goodman says, we will beat Borough. They are shite. Yeah, they are, but January's always a good month for Borough. I think one thing that their chairman, Gibbo, does is Gibson does put his hand in his pocket, and it'll be February by the time we come. It's actually my birthday that we play Borough, so we fucking better win. 31, man. I know you won't believe me. I know you only look about 20, but yeah. Yeah, Borough away. I don't know, because I think the fact that they've still got Pulis at the helm means they're going to give him the players. It was either Pulis was going to go and they were going to get someone new in, or they were going to back him. They've bought Van La Parra in. They will bring in more. That's the thing. I think with us, we just don't know. At least these other clubs, you know, Villas, West Brom, they know that they're going to bring players in. They know that they're going to strengthen. We just genuinely don't know. You know, we like, oh, look, we keep seeing Zuba mentioned. We keep seeing Darlow mentioned, and you know, you are buzzing by them links, but will we do it? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing with Leeds and Rads, is we just genuinely don't know. If you were a Villa fan, West Brom fan, you know you're going to strengthen. Borough know they're going to strengthen. So when we get to play Borough in February, it might be a totally different outlook, because they're missing wingers. I speak to my pals on the daily, and wingers are key to how they play, and Pulis has come out and said that. And they brought Van La Parra in. They're probably going to do more business. So Borough won't be the same side they are now. But you are right, they are poor of late. I know Oscar thinks they won't even get top 6, and I started to believe it myself. But let's see what January brings for Borough. Longest Night says, anyone know how Cooper got on today in the under-23 games against Hull? So that lineup should be announced, guys. So if anybody's watching or knows of the lineup, please let me know, because it's pivotal that Cooper plays and comes through it unscathed. Because we're like, the worst part of our whole lineup at the minute in terms of injuries, for me, missing bodies, is defence. Yes, we're missing Bamford, but Roof's doing the job, do you know what I mean? That defence is just threadbare, isn't it? You know, Douglas, how long's he out for? No one quite knows at this moment in time. It's not 100% confirmed. You know, Funky Rabbit, who does bits for the channel and has done before, I know he tweeted out and said it was quite noticeable that Bielsa had tried several players at left back during that game. Tom Pearce, Leif Davis, Alioski and Clark O'Dur all played at left back during that game. And was he checking them out? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I've put Tom Pearce here. I wanted to get everyone's thoughts on Tom Pearce. 2 games, come on, subbed off. After being subbed on, I said in my post-match, it's a little bit embarrassing, you know. You'd be absolutely wounded. So guys, let me know what you think on the Tom Pearce situation, because it's quite clear he's down the pecking order. Because even when he was fit in the early parts, he wasn't getting a run out. And obviously, Leif Davis seems to be ahead of him now as well. So we wait to see on Douglas. But if anyone could let me know about Cooper's situation, because we need to get him on. Love Leeds says, our main boys have had plenty of rest now. I bet we hammer Derby Friday. Hope so, mate. I can't wait. You know, Connor's going to be my pal who I normally go with. He's unfortunately working, but Connor's going to be with me, and I know someone else that works for the channel, a little reprobate called Claudio. He's going to be with us as well. So it'd be nice to be together with the team and watch the game. You know, we'll be going wild. I always tend to run down the front. If we can beat them, like, it's a pivotal moment. I said it in the group chat. I remember when Wood scored that goal against Brighton. I feel it's going to be that type of game, and we're gonna win. You know, Roof's going to get a winner, and the Roof's just going to go off Friday night under the lights. I can't wait. But they have had plenty of rest, and that's what I am happy about in the coming period, is that we have games once a week. Do you know what I mean? I think it's after the Swansea game, the Tuesday, Wednesday games start coming back into play. But for quite a while, it's just 1 game a week, which will be good for the boys. We need that rest, and we need them players back. LUFC says, Wilson will probs be injured. Thoughts on that? 100%, mate. He's been unreal, hasn't he, Harry Wilson? I think it was quite interesting to read. I don't know if it was the Inside Ellen Road podcast where I heard, that the amount they were paying for Harry Wilson was crazy. The amount they were paying to loan him. I think there was an initial $3 million loan fee, and then if he doesn't play, they pay X amount. If he plays, they only pay a certain percentage. So, if he doesn't play, he's massive to their team, isn't he? Massive. Philip Million says, now we have the cup out of the way, it's time for the proper business to attend to. Ellen Road under the lights, massive game against Derby. Leeds have turned up to the occasion this season. That's what I'm saying we have, yeah? And I'm so excited. Even after Sunday's game, Monday, I just knew, right, it's fucking game day week. Game day week. I'm so excited, and that's why I was pumped to tell you the schedule as well, because I'm really excited by the All Leeds TV schedule. It's jam-packed this week, and just the next games as well. It's just a massive part of the season, and I'm so pumped. Like I say, Leeds make or break my weekend, you know. This season is our time, you know. I nearly said on my QPR preview, on my post-match, FA Cup done. Now let's win this league. Do you know what I mean? But I thought, oh, I best not because we've lost 2 and I might take a bit. But you know what I'm like, guys. I'm just on it with that sort of stuff. And I think if we beat Derby, oh, come on. And I'll be itching on the way back from the game to do my post-match. Let's have a look. So Liam Horsley says, I think we beat Derby, Rotherham, Norwich and Swansea. Away games will be a bonus. Don't fear either of them. Yeah, I think... Stoke away. That'll be interesting. What's going on there? I thought they'd do a lot better than what they are. Listen, I'll take a point away. I'll take a point away at Borough. I just think we need to win the Rotherham one. But let's have a look. George Fairbrother says under 23's game streamed. I think if you go on the LUFC app, mate, you'll be able to get that. Dave says performances versus Hull and Forest weren't that bad, but it's football and football is a game. Yeah, I agree. I think the Forest game we were doing really well. We like Conor did in his post match or one of the live streams. Loads of Forest fans came on and said how good we were, best team we'd seen at the City Ground, and that's why we do keep getting a lot of love from opposing fans, which is crazy to think, But it just shows, doesn't it? Not everyone will like it, but if football's decent, you know what I mean, people enjoy watching it, right? Sorry guys, I brought me energy drink and prepared. I don't think I'll be doing an hour and a half like Conor though. He put a shift in the other day. If you haven't watched that, make sure you watch that stream because it's class. Toasty28 says, don't doubt us going forward when we're on the front foot. We're capable of causing problems. Just hope we can stay solid at the back on Friday. Yeah, the one worry for me is KP's out and Forshaw's going to play in his role. And it's evident for me, and it has been for a couple of weeks, even when we got the wins against Villa and Blackburn, it sort of papered over the cracks, and I don't think Forshaw's apt at doing the KP role effectively enough. And I know the boys agree, and Oscar, he'll give you that in his preview. Like, Oscar's so analytical, really good at what he does. Make sure you watch his pre-match tomorrow, because he's going to go really in depth. On Wednesday, he's going to go really in depth on Derby, and I know for a fact he thinks that that's where we'll struggle. The fact that they'll have, Lawrence, Wilson, Mount all running at Forshaw into them spaces as opposed to KP, you know what I mean? So that's the one thing I struggle. And that also as well, guys, that's one of my things. So I was talking to this with the team, and I don't know, I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Obviously, it's evident that Bielsa wants a winger, right? If he gets a winger, and he gets a winger in, he's already alluded to the fact that Pablo is now going to play the 10. Now, let's say Saiz has gone, okay? So let's say for a fact this new winger plays on the right, Alioski plays on the left. Who's playing in midfield? Who does he drop? So if you've got KP, Forshaw and Click, who does he play? Because you can't drop Click for me, and you can't play KP and Forshaw in the same lineup. But then, by all accounts, and this is what I hear and what I believe to be true, is Forshaw's Bielsa's boy. Like, for me, he's his best player. Like, in his opinion, he's the one who's pivotal to everything. That's just my opinion and what I think. But from the outside looking in, I think Bielsa's a massive fan of Adam Forshaw, and I can't see him dropping him. So who comes out then? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's going to be so interesting when we've got a fully fit squad. Who plays where? Let me know your guys' thoughts on it. All Things Leeds, Ed, I know he's a fan of the channel. Thank you very much. Evening, mate. Adam Chadwick says, must admit he's pretty nervous for the Derby game. Yeah, I get it. I spoke to Conor this morning. He was nervous, but it's that nervous energy, isn't it? We're going to be so excited going into that game, and if we get off to a good start, oh man, the roof's going to be off. Is everyone going to the game? Let me know, guys. And then I've got Stoke away the following week as well. Hopefully, I can't wait for that as well. I haven't been away since Wigan, so I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, there's been the hoo-ha over the tickets and that, which I think, for me, it's out of order. Yes, if you go to every game, fair enough, but everyone should be given a chance. And by all accounts, Leeds have said what they're going to do for a few games is make them not loyalty. Listen, I had an away season ticket last year, and you can't get to them all, and then you wasted with the ticket. Don't get me wrong, I could sell it, but then towards the back end when we started doing poor, I couldn't get rid of it. But listen, everyone should have the opportunity to go to the games. Listen, when I was a young man, I was skint, yeah, my mum was skint, we didn't have much, so I couldn't get the games, but that don't make me less of a fan than you. And I see a lot of posts saying, these fucking out on the jollies just one game wonders. No, but there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? I didn't get to many games over the Christmas period because I had my kids, you know. You can't say stuff like that. We are all as big as one another. Do you know what I mean? We're all one team, you know what I mean? You can't get to every game, so cut these people some slack, and then people that are mourning, get off your high horse. If you weren't quick enough, you weren't quick enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, when we played Liverpool before, I wasn't quick enough, and I was gutted, but it is what it is. When we played Liverpool under Monk, it is what it is. Sorry, rant over, I'm passionate about that, because there is people that don't have much, and they might only get to a Leeds game once a year, but it doesn't make them any less a fan, do you know what I mean? They'll probably watch every game on stream or listen on the radio, do you know what I mean? That's what, it is how it is. When I was a young'un, I used to listen on the radio, sat in my bedroom, do you know what I mean? Because we didn't have much, so I don't agree with that sentiment of, just because you don't go to games, you're not a fan, and that is bullshit, man, bullshit. So Philip Million said, what would be starting 11 for Derby? Bielsa has some decisions to make. For me, I'd like to see Click in the Phillips role, because Forshaw had a stinker at Forest. Yeah, but so what? And then Forshaw play further forward? I'm not too sure. It's going to be, for me, it's going to be the same lineup bar Cooper. Cooper's going to come in for KP. So for me, it'll probably be the same lineup. Last time out is what we played Forest, but Cooper will play centre back. And then everything else will probably still be the same. I think Clark, I know Conor, and I know a lot of people wanted Clark to start from the start, but you saw, listen, with better bodies around him, i.e. Pablo playing him in and stuff, fair enough. There might be, he might have had more potential to attack with Pablo and that playing him in. But I don't know, I just don't think he's ready to start. And I've said before, I'd much rather him come off the game off the bench at 0-0 or 1-1 or whatever, 1-0 to affect a game and get us back into a game when people are leggy on the opposing side than starting from the start. Because if he doesn't get into the game, he's a young lad, he's inexperienced, he might not have any effect on the game, and then you'd have to bring, say, Harrison off the bench, who's not anyway going to have the same impact in what Clark does. What do we reckon to Harrison, guys? What are you saying? Last few games he's played all right for me. Baker, though, what does Baker offer, guys? I think I seen someone had asked Phil Hay earlier on, do they see Baker going back? And I think Phil Hay made a point of saying, listen, if they get better bodies in, then fair enough if they can get a loan. But Bielsa's very much, listen, if we don't get bodies in, then I'm happy with the squad I've got. LUFC says, hi all things Leeds, love the channel. Well, I've none of that. It's all Leeds TV or none. No, I'm joking, of course. David Goodman says, don't let Fiddlesborough fans take the piss. No, it's tongue-in-cheek, innit? Football's football. Listen, we all take piss, because I take piss out of them all the time. Steve Tordoff says, must win Friday, get winning games again, 100%. Lee Cox says, having Ayling, Janssen, Cooper and KP all playing together for most of the remainder, that's what will get us promoted, in my opinion. Our front line will get us over as long as the defence stays fit. Good point, mate, good point. Unfortunately, we're without KP, but I think, for me, at times, Pontus Jansson has been the defender on his own, especially against Forest. He's been a colossus for quite some time against Villa. He was a colossus. And I think throw Cooper back in there, unreal. If we don't go up, LUFC says, if we don't go up, what place will finish next year? I think we will go up personally, mate. History tells us whoever's top at Christmas goes up. I think we will go up. Yeah, I just don't even want to think about not going up, because then I'd be worried, is Bielsa going to stick around? Is Rad's willing to put more cash in, or does he say I'm gone? There's a lot of permutations if we don't go up, guys. Honestly, I don't even want to think about that. Jorge Castillo says, hello Joe from California, happy birthday in advance, thank you brother. Northallerton White says, we'll beat Stoke, they are shite, draw will do us against Derby, but hope we win. Listen, I don't see much of Stoke, like I say, but things aren't great there, are they? You know, they came to Welland Road and they had a very good squad, they've got a very good squad, it just doesn't seem to be going right. Listen, if Stoke are shite and you're saying that we'll get 3 points there, hopefully we'll beat Derby and we'll be on a run. Ed at All Things Lee says, Coop is starting. Good stuff. Let me know if he gets through unscathed, guys. Joe Step says, you're right, we don't know if we're going to get anyone decent. That's the thing, isn't it? Hopefully the Zubar links, or Zubair, I don't know. Hopefully the links are true. Oscar sent us a picture to the group, a wiki picture, and it says he plays for Leeds apparently already, so he's already in the door. But listen, guys, make sure, that's what I want you to do as well. Obviously, tweet in on Facebook, send us a message or tweeting any links that you're aware of, any ITK stuff. Put it in the, send us it to Conor and all Leeds TV, and obviously tomorrow when he goes live, can discuss some of your links. Do you know what I mean? And we'll go through them, because I can't wait for Transfer Tuesday live. That should be really good. A lot in here about Cooper starting. Tom Pearce plays for the under-23s. Diaz, Cooper, Gotts, Ryan Edmondson, Kun and Udur, so they're in there. There's quite a lot of the under-23s in there. Philip Millian says, for Leeds to be where they are is incredible given the financial power of other clubs. I mean, I know they're in the Prem. Wolves splashing 120k wages on Abraham for a Villa side who have money. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I don't know if, like, the good thing, like, Villa losing Abraham's massive, and by all accounts, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I believe Harvey Barnes has gone back to Leicester as well, which is another big thing for us. Liam Horsley says Pearce is starting tonight as well. Good chance for him. Yeah, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on Tom Pearce? It's crazy, because I was saying yesterday in my post-match, I bet he's regretting signing that new deal. Yeah, Leeds are, you know, a massive club and everything, but, you know, people were interested in him, and he's chose to stay with Leeds, and then he's just not had a good season, has he? Claudio says, reprobate, me and you need words, old man. Yeah, we do. I'll be putting you in an headlock on Friday. Sorry, guys. Philip Millian said there's nothing better than a win, 100%. Adam Chadwick, can't rely on other games, but also West Brom versus Norwich on Saturday. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that. What a game. West Brom versus Norwich, yeah. Hopefully when Conor goes live, that's gone our way and you can discuss it with him. I did not know that. So that's a massive game, right? I think, if you remember West Brom, before they gave us a hiding, they were on a pretty poor run because Dwight Gale was injured and Rodriguez wasn't doing it. And now I know that Gale's injured again, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Jay Rodriguez got sent off, yeah? So he'll be out for 3 games. So, you know, they might struggle up top. They might struggle up top. And I know they've dropped from 4th. I think Sheffield United are now 3rd. Philip Millian says, I can see goals on Friday for both attacking teams. Yeah, I mean, obviously I keep going back to it, and I hope you, I don't know how many years agree with me, and people might think that I have a go, but obviously BPF's in goal. He needs to have another solid performance. Yes, he was very, very good yesterday, very good, but Derby, they have the ability to shoot on sight, some of their players. We've seen Lawrence's goal, Mount Wilson. You know, he's going to be peppered. If they're going to be attacking us, they're going to pepper our goals. So he needs to be on the ball come Friday. LUFC says Rotherham away is really hard. Got points from the top 10 teams. I see New York Stadium is a fortress. Yeah, it's a derby as well, so you don't know. Liam Horsley says drop drop Forshaw. Love Leeds says too many fans getting nervous, but not counting QPR to only lose 2 out of 9 and 7 of them on the bounce is fucking, and 7 wins on bounce is fucking outstanding. The Crimbo schedule was grueling, but we've come out on top. Yeah, that's what I've said. You know, I agree with you completely. And anyone would have snapped your hands off. And let's be honest, Cardiff lost 10 last season, lost 10, and the Championship's arguably worse for me this season than it was last. In terms of quality. Ernie Dobbins says Leeds United up. Hopefully, mate. 3-1 Leeds for Love Leeds. What are your score predictions, guys? Let me know. Fuck yes Hernandez says Forshaw and Phillips can play together in my opinion. Phillips is a DM and Forshaw in the 8 role. Click is a better player than Forshaw, but could do with a rest. Yeah, 100%. Hopefully the rest has done him good, because it's quite evident. I just wish he'd get back to that Click that played against Derby when he was having efforts at goal. Do you know what I mean? When I think it was 1-1, or he might have got the first. Was it the first that he got and put us 1 up, or he might have got the second to make it 2-1? But what a finish that was, and I want to see more than that. There's quite a lot of comments on here say about what I said about attending games and that, so thank you so much, guys, for the support, because I believe that. Siley said, let's get together and get behind the boys, whether it's game here and there, as long as they support the boys, that's what matters, 100%. There's a lot of people going away, that's good. Lee Cox says, good to see Noel Clark, etc. in the under-23s team. Friday's massive, 100%. Leeds says Clark isn't a 90-minute player, he's better being subbed on. I agree with you at this moment in time. James Gordon says he lives in Thailand, costs £5 per game. Love your channel, Leeds are going up, 100%. Hope you're right. So I'm just having a look through some more of your comments, guys. Ryan FC says, to be honest, Leeds have had a positive season so far. Just hope people don't start to get negative about the club. Should make an all Leeds TV football team. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm game. As long as I'm a left back though, me. Left back in the changing rooms. I was either left back or right back when I was a kid because I was just shite. But yeah, by all accounts, we might have something in the pipeline, to be honest, in the international break. A little five-a-side match against someone else. So hopefully that'll come off and we'll be able to stream that or just record it and show you some of the stuff. We're looking at maybe recreating some old Leeds United goals as well. I mean, I'm shite, but I think Conor played a decent level and some of the other lads that might be getting on board have played at a decent level as well. And hopefully we might, get some other people involved. So watch this space. Dylan Howard says, hi Joe, personally not bothered about FA Cup anyway, so focus on league and get back to winning ways, 100%. Oh yeah, I mean we're only setting it up so I can wear my sock tags. I'm going to put them on here, look. I'm dying to just wear them at least once, so if I can play some sort of game to play them, then I'm buzzing. I might, to tell you what, I might wear them on Friday. What do you reckon if I just walk into Welland Road with my sock tags? I think I'll get away with it. Yeah, right, focus on league. Lee Cox said, appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you so much. And we appreciate you guys. There's currently 138 people watching. That's mental. And what's good about this for me in terms of social media, sometimes you can make a comment and people will absolutely hammer you. And I hate that sort of stuff. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I say it all the time. And that's what I love about these live feeds and even the comments. Sometimes I disagree. I disagree with what you guys say, but fair enough. You're entitled to your opinion. A lot of people disagree with me saying about BPF. It is what it is. But that's why I love this. And honestly, you don't know how much it means to us, the fact that you watch us and put in, it's quality. Kevin Otto says, Joe, you swear too much. I apologise, but I don't mean to upset anyone. And if I'm upsetting anyone, I apologise. It's just me. I'm sorry. Al Quee says, my God, there is a big spider behind you. Where? I don't know about that. A lot of people, to be fair, them that live in Leeds and that, a lot of people think I'm in Armley. Can you imagine? But I don't see no spider. I'm not really scared either, to be honest. They don't bother me. Sean Brennan says, Joe, the council estate vlogger, you say it as you see it. Your opinions and knowledge of the Leeds side are spot on. Thank you very much. Someone actually said before I was like a council estate commentator, and I guess that refers to the guy as well who said I swear too much. It is what it is. I'm just a fan, like you guys, just doing this. I love doing it. Do you know what I mean? George Hodgson Garrett says, do you think the recent results will be forgiven if we beat Derby on Friday? Yeah, I don't think there's nothing to forgive. They won 7 on the bounce. We're very threadbare. We lost. It is what it is. No one's fuming. If we lost at Derby and the performances aren't there, but the performances aren't there, we're just missing that little bit of quality, that little bit of magic. And hopefully, with the lads having a rest, Pontus, Pablo, Click, Roof, hopefully, it will just give them another lift, do you know what I mean? And we can have that little bit of quality. Because when we are on it, guys, we are on it. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing I will say. Brummy Joe says, all right, mate, thank you very much. I know he's a fan of the channel and we're a fan of his, and we did a preview with him before. Hopefully we'll meet up when he comes to Elland Road. Longest Night, he says, Joe, what players would you bring in if you was Bielsa? See, that for me, I've said from day dot we need a winger. I think we need a replacement for Alioski. If you've got a fully strength squad, the not weak link, I said weak link before, and then the next game he was mint, but you need a keeper. That's evident. Everyone understands that. People say you want a replacement for Saiz. I think it's hard to get in this window, and I think Pablo is easily amazing at that 10 role. He can do it. It's no bother at all. For me, you just need a winger, someone to play on the left. wingers are available. The tenner penny. I think the number 10s are harder to come by. If we had more money, I'd say go after a, you know, someone who's not getting game time at Prem. Imagine like Villa got Balassi, and then, you know, Derby have done the business. These sort of wingers, unfortunately, we're not mixing in them circles. It's a fact. But yeah, we need some wingers, and that's where I would strengthen. Yeah, longest night says, Joe, you were right back at home. Yeah, mate, definitely not. Left back in changing rooms I was, man, terrible. I did play for my district though, Calderdale in Halifax, do you know what I mean? So I wasn't that bad, not too shabby. Lovely says, all Leeds TV footy team, there's 2 pictures near White Rose on Cardinals Beast and walking distance from stadium. I'm well up for it. Let's do it, man. Let's set it up. Why is every transfer nothing to? So Chris Wood says, why is it every transfer window nothing seems to run smoothly? We got linked with everyone, then end up with none. We have to invest and strengthen this January. This is our best chance in years. Yeah, I agree. Look, we've been there before, haven't we, under Bates when Grayson nearly took us there, and we didn't invest. I think this is different. It's just we're always nervous, guys. Let's be straight. I don't think we'll lose anyone. I genuinely don't think we will. I think this Newcastle roof rumour was a non-mover for me. I think, listen, Benitez knows what he's doing, and if you're going to get rid of Dwight Gale and get rid of Mitrovic, you ain't going to replace them by bringing in Roof. It just doesn't make sense, because Dwight Gale, in our side, for me, would get more goals than what Roof has. So I just don't see it. I think it was a non-mover. I think Roof mentioned they looked at him once and then it just got blown out of proportion for me. I can't see it happening. Maybe it's his agent because he's due a new deal. These things happen in football, do you know what I mean? It bumps up his wage. I just think it's a non-mover. You know, Bielsa alluded to it before. He says in terms of efficiencies, we're in the bottom half of the division because we need several opportunities to score. Whereas some of the other teams, like if you look at how many opportunities, take that QPR game at Ellen Road for example. Roof had 3 opportunities in that game. And Roof's doing well because he's scoring goals. But he could be more efficient, and Bielsa said so himself. The amount of opportunities we create, we have to create, say, 6 or 7 to score a goal, whereas other teams create 3 or 4. Do you know what I mean? So, and if we had a Dwight Gale, for example, he would convert them chances more than what Roof has. I love Roof, don't get me wrong, but I'm just sort of giving it from where Bielsa sees it in terms of how many chances we have to create to score a goal. We're in the bottom half of the division. We're not as efficient as we should be or could be if we had better quality. You know what I mean? If you replace some of them players with better quality, i.e. better quality than Alioski, you know, a better quality than Roof, then we would score more. It's facts. But hopefully, you know, things will get done. Dr. Frost says Derby must win. Everything else is small talk. Yeah, man. Jasbir Bain says we all love Leeds. 13 members here in Birmingham. Yeah, you know, that's like Leeds are supported all over, aren't they? It's quality. Philip Millian says, do you work with Sunderland fans? I do, mate. That's where I live. Kieran Whitaker says, love this channel, needs to be bigger in subs. Get it tweeted out, guys. Get the channel all over your socials. We are doing that 5k giveaway. If you've not seen already, it's at the top of the YouTube page. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, there's loads of goodies on offer, loads of Leeds United goodies on offer. If you watch that video, answer the question to the question in the video in the comments, and you'll be in with a chance of winning it. And once we hit 5,000, then you'll have all them goodies coming your way. Debt Butley says, swearing shows your passion. It's a good thing. Let's have a look. Dr. Frost says, stop excusing yourself. I wouldn't. No, I know. Dr. Frost's pretty strong with his views, but fair play to him. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. Probably shouldn't apologise. Scott Lightning says, the latest is Zubar doesn't want to come to Leeds and drop down to Championship. That was something that Phil Hay alluded to. But yeah, listen, drop down to Championship, but you're going to be under, you know, we're top of the division, so it's highly likely we could go up. From a guy that's not watched many games, you might look at it and say, right, okay, the top of the division, they've got a cushion on 3rd, and they've also probably got one of the greatest managers in the thing. So if you ain't getting game time for Hoffenheim, then surely it's a no-brainer for me. Yeah, we're not in the Prem, but we could be, and you're going to be getting coached by one of the best coaches in the world. So sort your shit and get over. Do you know what I mean? Nathan Peel says, where you off for a pint before kick-off? I'm off the pop, mate. I'm off the pop. I'm on the energy drinks. Last time, the 2 times that I've been on the pop after the game, I haven't done post-matches. I can't. It's just not. It's just me. But I'll be in the fan zone by the cop down the bottom. You know, across from the centenary. That's normally where I am. So if you want to come say hi, come down. As I say, Claudio does some bits for the channel in the background, and Conor will be with me on Friday as well. We're looking to do a live stream around the ground when the lineup's announced. So if you are going to the game, look out for us, man, and come find us. The Wise Peacock says this is our season and no one is going to stop us or get in our way. I agree, mate. I've said so. If all of you haven't, after my Aston Villa, even my mates at work when Leeds fans said they watched that, because I was like, this is our time, because I was passionate, you know what I mean? And I do think it is our time, regardless of what the run that we're on at the moment. I genuinely think the stars are aligned. We've done too many things that we defaulted in last season. You know, we were top at Christmas. We beat Sheffield United. We've got points away at teams where we normally struggle. Look at the state of the squad in terms of injuries, and we keep picking up wins. The 3-2 win at Villa, the 3-2 win at Blackburn. This is crazy stuff. You know what I mean? That, for me, it's going to be the perfect season in terms of, you know, imagine the video, the DVD, the compilation. It's been a must-watch for a Leeds fan. It's been quality season, and I think we will go up. Gary Keith says, are there just rumours about Roof and Pontus being injured? Sorry on here a bit late, but love this. I haven't heard anything as of yet, mate, in all honesty. So I'm not too sure. I hope they're not injured. They better not be. I prefer Hernandez in the middle, and Saiz was a bad influence due to his constant moaning Leeds follower from Berlin, Germany. Yeah, I mean, Saiz, he's polarised and he's splits opinion. There was a lot of stuff. Yeah, there was family issues with Saiz, but I believe Forshaw came out and said as well that in effect he wasn't sticking to the Bielsa way in terms of body fat, but he came back from pre-season overweight. I just don't think his attitude was on point, and Bielsa don't stand for that shit. I just wish we had the 6 million now, as opposed to at the end of the season. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we get the 6 million at the end of the season. I wouldn't have minded it now, to be honest, because it could have helped us in January. Someone's saying that buy the app. It's yours, mate, for a tenner. I only paid £5 for it, but you can have it for a tenner. LUFC says, will you do a match day vlog? Not me personally. There's quite a lot of vloggers out there already for Leeds. I know we've touched on it before. I just personally couldn't do it because I just watch the games too much, and I just wouldn't feel right like talking to a camera. It's just in terms of in the match, do you know what I mean? Like fans around you, I wouldn't just look and be like, oh, so this has happened. It's just not my style. I just watch the game. And there is quite a lot of LUFC vloggers out there, and I just think we've got our own little niche. We're doing our own little thing, and it's working. Dilip Kednan, I know he's a fan of the channel, comments a lot, so thank you, Dilip. He says, I really hope we get promoted. This is the closest we've been in a long time. But in the past, when we didn't make players, we lost a lot of players. Yeah, I don't know if we'd be susceptible to that, because I don't think, this is the mad thing, is that if this is the same squad by Barry Douglas as last season. And yes, they're doing a good job at the minute, but it's the coaching that's bringing it out of them for me. There's no, like, unless maybe KP, Roof maybe, and Clark, obviously Clark, but maybe I'm chatting shit. Maybe even people would look at Click, but I don't think we have like an amazing squad. If you look at some of the riches on offer to some of the other teams, let's have a look. Liam Cooper's playing. We're cool. Yeah, we're up to date. Yeah. What keeper do you reckon we should get? I think Carl Dowlow's perfect opportunity. You know, 4 million can't be sniffed at. He's not getting game time. Let's do it. I'm just looking at the rest of my notes. I think we're almost covered, guys. We've almost done like an hour. You know what I mean? It's been great as always. I'll wrap it up because, like I say, a lot of your comments have come through and I've answered as many as possible. It's been a pleasure as always. Quite a lot tuned in again tonight. Keep going, Demar Facey says. Give me something then. Give me something to work with, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to shoot at the hip. But But yeah, I'm just looking at my notes. Obviously, I just want to reiterate, this is the period for me that our season will be made. We will make or break the season. Obviously, Derby at home, massive game on Friday, cannot wait. And we've got a jam-packed schedule again. As I say, tomorrow you've got Transfer Tuesday live with Conor. We're going to be doing that throughout the January transfer window. If any of you have got any thoughts or any ITK stuff, get them in on Twitter and we'll get them read out. Obviously, Wednesday, All Leeds TV investigates. Oscar's going to be doing a more in-depth preview of the game against Derby. We have got loads of clips and that to look at, so he's going to do that. Then Thursday, you've got a preview, my preview, and obviously Conor's got a preview with another YouTuber called Kian Marley. Friday is game day. Hopefully we'll go live just when the lineup's announced when we're at Ellen Road. Make sure you watch out for us. And then Saturday, Conor's going to do his post-match live. I'll be doing it on the same night I get back, so it'll be a late one. But yeah, that's everyone done. That's everything covered, guys. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, I don't know what we've peaked at tonight, but it's class. I love doing Monday Night Football. I love doing the channel. I love doing everything, man. Let's go. But thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow is Transfer Tuesday live. Don't know what time, but make sure you get your notifications on. And Conor will be doing Transfer Tuesday live. And as you say, if you know any ITK stuff, make sure you get them in on our social medias and we'll get them read out and Conor can go through them. Both incomings and outgoings. But guys, thank you so much again. I'm signing off now. Gonna have some tea and get my head down. Thank you so much. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.